It's the first person. So Iceman was the first pick. So we go down the list. So whoever was the first one to punch in, man, has the first dibs, and then it goes down the line.
Do they announce CPA stuff?
All right, they're getting ready to legs. Race to 13.
What's predictions?
They're all up here. Johnny Bidding's closed. Poopy Pants got in at the wire. Hey, Poopy, you can't change, man. You picked Hill Hill. Too bad. Where do we go? We start off here with Iceman. He has 13-8 Morra. And then we're going down the line.
Ooh, 13-6 Morra.
Yeah.
Hey, I like him already.
Yeah. Hey, he's got to be smart, man. He's going low. Everyone's going high. 13-6.
13-4, Mr. Poole.
Yeah, Mr. Poole has a 13-4. So yeah, Groff is biased because he sponsors John Morra. Scroll up there. I don't. 13-12 Klatt. I don't believe so. Let me take a look. 13-12 Klatt. 13-12 Klatt. Yes, there is. Kelsko has you beat there, Poopy. So if it's 13-12, you lose. All right. First rack. I'll let him know he's just walked away there. It's got the regionals going on at the same time. No problem, Marcy. And again, thanks to everybody for sitting with me for 16 days, man. Hit that share. This is it. This is the finals. 10 ball. Look at this snap. Oh, but he's hooked. But he does have an easy jump. Even has an easy masse. He's pulling out the jumpy. Sit 10 ball finals, guys. The match just started, yo-yo. Perfect timing. Well, that was John's break. John has to, this almost becomes like tennis where you got to hold serve. Hey, well, you know what? I'm going to let them know there, buddy. Yeah, the 10, 20, and 30K tour. Yo-Yo, 13-7. For who do you have? You got 13-7 John. Yes, there is someone with 13-7 John, and it is you, buddy. Yeah, Yo-Yo, you're good, man. 13-7 John. No problem. Again, for the winners, if you win, you're going to have to give me your real name and an address. The prize is tickets, one pass. If you're a married couple, maybe I can talk John into giving 2 tickets to the Clash of the Titans, a weekend pass in November. Efren Reyes, Alex Pegline, John Morra, Shane Van Boning. It is in Toronto. Right here, live from Shooters. If you did not see the Clash of the Titans last year, you can go on YouTube. Go on Inside Pool, his channel, and you can see the videos on there from the Clash of the Titans one. Yes, you can buy tickets. They're $20 a day, or they're $50 for a weekend pass. They will sell out fast. Hey, sorry, man. You got to read the small print. We do need your real name and your address to where to send it. Kelsko, you can buy. I'll get the email address for you. If you actually go on AZ Billiards and you look up Clash of the Titans 2 on the forums, you will see a website where you can click on and you can actually pay by PayPal. Yeah, and for anyone who wants tickets for the class, you can go on AZ Billiards. Go into the forum section and search Clash of the Titans 2. Scroll down a few pages and you'll see tickets on sale now. There will be a Clash of the Titans address that you can go to, and you can pay by PayPal to reserve your seats. Seats will only be reserved with a payment, and it will sell out. Well, this first game's been a little yucky. Yeah, it depends where you come from, man. If you're like New York, where is it going to be? It's going to be in Toronto. Shooter, Snooker and Sports Club, right here where we're filming the Canadian Championships. And if you have not seen the first one, you can go on YouTube, just search Clash of the Titans Pool Tournament, and you'll see what you're in for. Yes, the Clash will be streamed. Those details will come as soon as it's worked on. And I don't think I'm going to be streaming it. So it was done by Inside Pool last year. So I'm not sure. It's probably still negotiations. I don't know that part yet. But yes, it will be streamed. It was streamed last year free by Inside Pool. J.R. Calvert and Alvin Nelson. And myself. Well, I think it's an unforced error there by Klatt. Could give Johnny the rack. It could be those first frame jitters. No one wants to make a mistake, but at the same time, they don't want to let their arm go because they're afraid if they make that mistake, they're going to pay for it. But he can still cut this in, get perfect on the 9. This is John Morra's second final of the Canadians. He lost the 8-ball to Alex Pegulayan. Jason Klatt is your defending 10-ball champion. Oh, and he hung the 8. Well, not much for Jason to do here. He has a few options of how he wants to play this 9. You can just come around, play the 9 in the side. He's overcooked this a bit, but he's still okay. You can just cut it into the side pocket, come back down. Dempsey, no, you cannot play. Sorry, buddy. Jason gets the first rack. 1-0 Klatt. Oh, smart move by Johnny there. He had his chair set up by the rail. And where the steps are as shooters. And he picked up his chair and he moved it over into a far corner so he doesn't have to listen to anybody talk. He can just focus on his game. You know, and some people ask me if Alex is going to win all four. Obviously he didn't. Took three. Is there any player around that might have that chance to do it? John Morra is one of them who may be able to. You know, hell of accomplishment for Alex. You know, to be in 3 finals, win 3 of them. You know, it's a new Canadian record, guys. Still can't take nothing away from Chris Wood, his accomplishment. He won 2 when there was only 2 in 1 year. Obviously, there probably wasn't the caliber of players that there is now. The 9-ball field back then when Chris Woods won it was huge. But still, hey, new Canadian record. Alex Lion Peg Lion, 8-ball, 9-ball, and snooker. Back-to-back snooker champion. Congratulations. I tried to get an interview yesterday, but he doesn't speak English. Alright, looks like the 1 does go. He might elect to play the 1-5. No, he wanted to play safe, but he's got to hit it firmer than that. He left Johnny a full shot on the 1. No, Alex is happy, man. He might actually be having a drink. He hasn't had a drink in 16 days. Oh, he hung that one. Hit the share button, everybody. And Jason Klatt is trying to win his 2nd consecutive Canadian 10-ball championship. And Dempsey, me and you will have our own Clash of the Titans. How about that, buddy? Again, this is it. This is the last match of the night. Race to 13. This will conclude our Canadian Championships for 2012. I'll run through a list of our champions this year. Brittany Bryan is your 2012 Canadian Women's 9-ball champion. Naomi Williams is your 2012 Canadian Women's 10-ball champion. Krista Walsh is your 2012 Canadian Amateur 8-ball champion. Cody Ward is your 2012 Canadian Junior 9-ball champion. Jeff Robson is your 2012 Canadian Amateur 9-ball champion. Alex Begalian is your Canadian 8-ball, 9-ball, snooker champion. And this is it. Yeah, Coop, it's almost over, man. We get paroled today, buddy. Our 16-day sentence is up. You ain't gonna see me in a pool hall for a while after this, guys. I'm taking a vacation. Oh yeah, I just got told I'm gonna be doing tables. Oh, that's not fair, Coop, man. You're supposed to stay with me till the end, buddy. That's okay, man. You've been on your feet for 16 days straight. Yeah, Mr. Poole, it's been a great run, man. And yeah, he'll be back. And I look forward to being back. I got big plans for next year, man. We're gonna have like 6 streams going on. Time to take this to a whole nother level. That's a good shot. Just rolls that 9 forward. Has a 10 in the bottom right. So you dress up, Coop, when you're finally out of here, eh? What, do you got a private limo? Two nothing, Jason. He's trying to defend his 10-ball championship. Jack's your chauffeur. Hey, Coop, it's been a blast, buddy. It's been fun, man. Look forward to seeing you again next year. Hey, we had some fun, didn't we? Yeah, we had our ups and downs with the stream. It's like everything's working out. And I'll get in touch with you, Coop, about the box set. Yeah, it's been great, Coop. I look forward to next year, buddy. If you need me here, I'm here. Except someone's going to have to cover me for the amateur 9-ball. I've already made my commitment to play. I think me and Rob Sakel are playing in the first round. And when I beat him in the first round, I'm forfeiting my next 2 matches. I'm going to go with the undefeated record. I'm going to be the only person who say I've never lost in the Canadians. There we go. Dempsey will do the commentary. Hey, you have a safe trip back home, buddy. And I'll see you next year. And I'll get in touch with you shortly. As soon as I edit some of the videos and fix everything up, we'll get a box set going of all the finals. And we'll offer it on the CBSA website. Keep in touch with me or John Croft. Well, I think he might have just sold the farm on that shot. Yep. Yes, Ontario is right across from New York, buddy. Depends where in New York are you. And the way you spelt that, you're probably in like Manhattan or something like that. Yeah, that's Rob from Moncton, man. Me and Rob has had a good time. Moncton 9-ball. Yeah, he came second in the amateur. Yeah, good guy, man. Me and him talked a lot. He was actually watching the stream while he was on the airport. to come to Toronto. So yeah, shout out to Rob if you're watching, buddy. I'll see you next year, man. First round, me and you. Mountain Road and Doolies. Oh, I know. I was watching Rob Gamble, man. No, I won't. So yeah, Mr. Poole. Yeah, Ontario is just right across the from you guys, man. Depends on where in New York are you from. Alrighty. Hey, we can still work something out, buddy. I ain't a total fish. I do have a little bit of game. Just a little bit.
I'd just like to say Agwan to all my friends out there.
So what's the Clash of the Titans? Alright, you want to know Yo-Yo? Go on YouTube. Yeah, Slick Silver saying, what, you been under a rock? Hey, one of you guys, post a link for one of the videos. Let Yo-Yo know what it is. It's a tournament we had in Toronto last year with Alex Pegulai, Jason Klatt, Shane Van Boning, and John Morra. It's a APA, CPA style 9-ball. It was a race to 3, race to 75 points. Alex Pegulai defeated Shane Van Boning in the finals. They played on a bar box, so no push, no jump cues. Every ball is worth 1. The 9 is worth 2, so there's 10 points a rack. Go on YouTube and type in Clash of the Titans pool tournament, and you'll hear me and J.R. Calvert and Alvin Nelson. Hey, thanks a lot, Slick. It's just going to get better and better, buddy. Jason Klatt takes a 3-0 lead. He's trying to defend his 10-ball championship, folks. It was done in all high HD. Rob was playing in the amateur 9-ball division. He finished second to Jeff Robson. Hey, no problem, Yo-Yo. Check it out, man. It's good, man. We got tons of videos. Some of the matches are over 4 hours long. And for you bar box players out there, you want to watch pros play 9-ball on a bar box with your APA, CPA rules. Hey, no, Slick, it was good, man. They loved it. Wait till this year. No push, no jump, and you got Efren on a bar box. It was sick. And you know what? We get to watch players, the pros, play on 9-foots all year round. It's a nice change to see them on something else. You look at some of the biggest streams, is the U.S. Bar Table Championships, because everybody wants to see the players play on something different than a 9-footer all the time. We see guys on 9-footers all year round. It's a nice change. Yeah, I like 9-foots too. I'm a 9-foot player myself. I do play in the league, which is bar box, but this is something different. This is something different that you're not going to see. It's original. And like I said, man, we got big things coming out of Canada, man. You just stay there. Was Rob? I don't think Rob was in the finals. Oh, he's straight on the shot. My shoes. Yeah. He's too straight. But he can end up just taking a longer shot. Just try to get past the first diamond along the side pocket. Give yourself the long cut on the 2 into the top left. Yes, Jason Thomas was at the tournament as well. Yeah, Marcy put it up. You want to see all the brackets there, SEB9, www.cbsa.ca. No, it looks like he had a little bit more of an angle. So you got nice on the 2, just has to come off that side rail. Could be up 4-0. Hey, Slick, what happened, man? How'd you do? Was it busy? How many players they have? Come on, man. Spill the beans. What's taking you so long to type? Blaine wouldn't let you play. Wow. How many players they have? Are you serious? I will withhold my comments for the time being. Hey, my apologies, Slick. That sucks, man. Drove out to Newmarket for that. That's tough. Hey, Slick, do me a favor. PM me your name. If you don't mind. Thanks a lot, Slick. I just replied to you, buddy. I think he's going to have to reach here. He's putting on his extender. You're starting to see more and more players playing with this, that snooker extension on the back, which I like myself. That's 4-0. Slick, I'm definitely going to talk to her about that, alright? Especially if what you told me is right, which obviously it is, because you told me this morning you were heading there. I don't blame you, buddy. I don't blame you. Sorry, guys, it's just a PM. I'm talking with my buddy Slick. I will mention it to her. No problem, my friend. You're going to Owen Sound. Is there any good pool halls in Owen Sound? Not that I know of, man. Do they have a pool room in Owen Sound? And if you do, Owen Sound, I love you, man. It's not a knock.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
There used to be a guy named Blue that gambled there.
Supposedly used to be a guy named Blue that gambled there. But, hey, I'm sure, Ralphie boy, if you just Googled Owen Sound pool rooms, if Google can't find one, I think you're out of luck, man. I know there's one in North Bay called Partners. You know what, Seb9, I think Morra's tired. I think he's been on the road for at least 3 months, and he hasn't slept much, man. He had 1 day off so far during the Canadians, and I just think he's fatigued, man. Yeah, he's still a kid, but you know, when you're changing time zones, it's tough. And if anybody thinks that this is fixed, that you know, Mario is going to let Johnny go to the wayside and just let him win. Look what happened that first match. So I'm just going to squash that rumor right now. Grace Nakamura is the referee. Because I know there was some people in the 8-ball that figured that maybe Mario laid down a bit. No. Mario has pride, man. Regardless it's his son or not, he's going to want to beat him. So that's squash another rumor. No, Grace has been reffing the whole time. She actually played in the women's 9-ball and 10-ball. She came third in the 10-ball, which was tough. She was in the hot seat match, had to play Brittany, and then had to play Naomi, and Naomi breaks like a monster from another planet. I'll put her up against half the men in Canada, and she probably has a better break than they do. Yeah, and another thing, that Coop, I think Mario Morra should get like a lifetime achievement award.
This guy's taking years off, and Mario's been playing in these tournaments every Monday night for about 40 years.
That, you know, something I think we should think about. Start, you know, get an honor for Mario there. Like, look what that guy did for 2 days. He was here from like 10 a.m. one night from 10 a.m. to 1:30, and then came back for a 10 a.m. match. And you know what? Mario's not a spring chicken anymore, man. He's 59 years old, and it's tough, man. No. You know, we got to do something also for our good friend Robin Bass. 4-1.
Oh, we'll have a beer for him.
Yeah, here. You know what, Rob? Here. Get one for me and one for you. Yeah. We're gonna have a drink for Robin Bass, everybody. Yeah, like I said, man, when I heard the news, it was devastating for everybody. And I've kept that RIP Robin Bass at the top of the screen for the rest of the tournament in honor of our good friend and an amazing pool player. Just like what one guy said on the stream, Robin was the only bass that was a shark. And you know what? I love that because it is so true. You know, we all heard the one where it was a $1 million stroke with a $2 wardrobe. But hey, I love that other one, the other analogy. Robin was the only bass that played like a shark. You know what? I just would like to salute our good dear friend Robin. This is for you, buddy. Here's brother. This bud's for you, Robin. We love you, buddy.
I was saying it's going to be a hard day Wednesday.
Yeah, I know. For those who don't know, his funeral will be this Wednesday. Service is at 9. Funeral is at 10 at 467 Sherbourne Street, Toronto, Ontario, corner of Sherbourne and Carlton.
I think it's up the road from Wellesley. I think it's what, 647?
Yeah, 647.
I think it's like a little below Wellesley and a little above.
Yeah, just a little below Wellesley, a little above Carlton. So please don't, when you're talking about Canadian pool, keep the Robin stories alive, man.
Is that rock and roll Ronnie then? Rock and roll 60?
I think so.
He is with an honest man.
Yeah, even Rob Hall beside me says he was an honest man. How old was he? He was 58. 58 years young, man.
Who's your miss? Oh, Marcy.
Yeah, that's Marcy. He says, what's up, Marcy? Are you coming Wednesday, Marcy?
Tell her to bring the boat.
She said, Rob said, bring the boat. He's laughing. I don't know what that. Okay, she's laughing too. So that's between those two. Hey, another great player, man. Rob Hall. Telling you, the guy can play.
Can't play dead to play crash. Can't play the radio.
All right, so it's 4-1. This is a race to 13. Well, I think Alex is starting to drink now because he's getting louder and louder. Okay, you had one wine, I heard. Thought just cut this in, come back and forth, but I think he just got right in the center. He's still okay. He can cut it into the side. He can come back down 2 rails, play the 5 up into the top left.
Look at this one. How many Robs is there that play pool? It's just a natural name.
It is, man. It is. Yeah, you're right there, Sub 9. How many Robs is there that plays pool? There's tons, man. It seems like anyone with the last name White is a good snooker player. It just comes, if you're born, you know, you could have been named Hamlin White, and you'd probably be a great snooker player. And that's what Jason did. Cut it in the side, come back down the 2 rails, play the 5 into the top left. 6 is over the same pocket. 8, he can either play it into the right side or into the top right. Well, come on, Coop. You knew what I meant, man. If I said White, you should know there's John. Okay, yeah, John White, John Evereckian.
No, it's but people don't know this, but Rob Hall's secret middle name is cool. No, it's Rob the Hall.
It's Rob the Hall, Slick. And Rob's sitting right beside me, man. He just told me.
Paul Thornley gave me that handle.
Paul Thornley gave him that name.
Yeah. The one with the money.
Hey, we're having fun here, guys, man. This is the last night of Canadians.
He didn't recognize me.
Betty. Dempsey called you and said Betty.
Why would he say Betty?
Is that who you're talking about, Demps? Or is that back on the White, when we were talking about the players with White? Actually, yeah, I think that's what you mean. Oh, okay, Betty White.
Yeah.
That's Stephen White.
I haven't been playing.
I'm sure you would spot her. Hey, she's been around the block. She might be able to play, man. It's like back in the day, man. Docky Gleason could shoot some stick, man. That guy could have went on tour, but he decided to act, make more money. What a smart decision that was.
Yeah, I'd have to say so. Rob Hall loves tart. What the fuck is tart?
Rob wants to know what's tart.
I know. Who slips over? That's it. That's it.
No, yeah, that's tough, man. You can't do that. I think if anything, you got to try to cut it into the side and come around. It's almost like that thin snooker cut, and that's what I've noticed with myself. Been playing a lot more snooker. Those thin cuts in the side, I love doing them because I think I'm on a snooker table playing the blue in the side. Oh, this is just giving a rack away to Klatt here, especially an alternate break. You can't give up racks.
That's it.
5-1. Yeah, Slick says he's ordered you a cherry tart or butter for breakfast. Like I said, man, Morra's tired, man. I think the grind of the road is catching up to him. You got to think he was in Canada, went to the States, went to the Philippines, back to the States, West Coast, East Coast. You know, hasn't slept in his bed for months. He's probably only had one good day of sleep in the last 4 months, and that was the day he didn't play yesterday. Yeah, I get burnt out, man. Like, look, we were talking to Jesse, and you know, Jesse's been on the road for a long time. The guy went from Derby City, U.S. Open, BCA Valley, Bar Box Championships, gambling on the road, going through the States, come back up here. You're tired, man. Hey, Dempsey, I've been tuckered since 1977, and that was the day I was born. It gets to you, man.
Good match, Vince. Nice shot on that 8.
Yeah, and do you know what happened with that there, Seb? I'll tell you a little story, and if Earl, if you're listening, I apologize, but you did it to yourself, man. You know he was sponsored by Olhausen, right? That's how he lost his sponsorship with Olhausen. They asked him what did he feel about the tables, and Earl was, these gotta be the worst tables I ever played on ever. You can't make a ball. The pockets are too big. And the guy from Olhausen was right beside him. But I love Earl, man. Earl's great. Yeah, it was some tournament in Germany. If you actually want to see something really funny, type in Earl Strickland playing Russian billiards. It's hilarious. I even told Alex, if they ever raised a pool table another foot and a half, no Filipino would ever win a pool tournament again. And actually, I have a lot of respect for Earl, man. He's actually one of my favorite players. But yeah, you want to see something cool, guys, just go on YouTube and type in Earl Strickland playing Russian billiards. You'll never see a guy who looks hopeless on a table than Earl does in that match. I don't blame him, man. The balls are bigger than the pocket. The Russian billiards. The object ball is like this big. The cue ball is about the size of a cantaloupe. And every white ball is a cue ball. You can shoot the white ball on any white ball. It's confusing, man. But it was funny. He was wearing a suit. It was cool. Hey, some people don't know Earl can play some mean three cushion, man. Yeah, go ahead, man. Put the link up, buddy. Let me open it up. 1 sec. Okay, you're good. Your links are open. No, actually, Russian billiards is pretty cool, man. Entry fees and prizes for the open events. I believe it's two and a quarter for the 9-ball, 10-ball. I think it was 3 and a quarter for the 8-ball. Payouts. I think the pool scene will have something with the payouts also. But I don't believe on CBSA has anything for the payouts at the moment. Someone sitting here. Max Eberly is a hell of a guy. He's a hell of a player, but a strange guy. All he eats is vegetables. You got teeth to chew meat, goddammit. Slick, I hate you, buddy. But I can't wait to see you again, kid. Yeah, so check that out, man. Sub put it up. It's pretty cool. Joe Rogan, it's hilarious. Hey, actually, Joe was here partying at Shooters when they had the first UFC in Toronto. He came down here. I don't believe he played in a tournament, but he was checking it out. Well, it's 5-1. I think he might have left Klatt a bit of space. Yeah, Seb, no problem, man. I've been letting links going on the whole time, man. We've had Charlie Hillbilly Brian on the stream for 16 days. And everybody go check out www.hillbillyonthehill. I look forward to seeing a good friend, man. He was battling with me too. Who beat Alex out of the 10-ball? John Morra. It was 10-7. Jason Klatt put him on the B side and Alex sent him home. And then Alex went on to win the Canadian Snooker Championships again. Hey, rock and roll. Is that you, Ronnie?
We're trying to avoid now having to play against the 3 or 4. It's probably not going to win. That's that's the strategy. Is out is our weakest player, so get him a match
Oh,
ball.
okay. Damn. I was taking a shot in the dark. Um, you know what? I think he might be getting up there, man. Especially for the disciplines that he plays. Um, that he did most titles in a year is 3. And congratulations to Alex Begalian, 3-time Canadian champ. I still think the best player ever seen is Efren Reyes. Um, Cornbread Red was a hell of a player. He was before my time. Uh, I just love this game, and I've seen some videos and also hearing stories from some of the guys. Um, Boston Shorty is a hell of a player. Jeez, there's a lot of guys, man. Keith McCready is a hell of a player. Um, there's these guys that are playing out of Chinese, like out of like Taiwan, Taipei. There's players out there unbelievable. But yeah, Keith McCready, is probably was him and Buddy Hall are 2 of my favorite players to watch. When I first saw Keith McCready play, I was shocked that someone could shoot sidearms like that. Um, if you're going in Canadians, I know a lot of people never saw him play on a 9 foot. Marcy is probably the only person in this chat, maybe a few, that can actually confirm this. But one of Canada's top players, man, and I always had respect for him, was Claude Spence. Claude Spence was a machine, especially when it came to a bar box. This guy would run rack after rack, one hand behind the back under a leg. And I know Marcy remembers Claude, our good friend, rest in peace, Claude. This guy was a beast. Yeah, you know him, Coop. And I still say he's up there. But if you're going with one of the best players out of Canada, I still think it has to go to Paul Thornley. I know he doesn't have the titles that some of these other guys have, but you just look at what these guys accomplish, and that's why my job is to keep all our veterans alive and the history and pool alive, because eventually we're going to lose all these stories. Guys aren't going to remember the Grady Matthews and stuff like that. We have to keep these guys alive, man. A lot of people don't know about Mosconi and Fats, and even like I was mentioning, Cornbread Red and some of these guys. It's Harold Worst and Thornley, if you're listening, which you might be. You need to write a book, buddy. Everyone in Canada is begging for you to write a book. Yeah, but you know what? There's a lot of players, especially amateurs or people coming up, that see the Mosconi Cup, have no idea what it's about. And they're like, what's the Mosconi Cup? They know it's a pool tournament, but they don't know the history about it. And that's the problem, is that we gotta keep the history alive, with all our all the guys who make this game what it is, man. Everyone keeps talking about Wayne Gretzky and stuff like that. That's why I put Thornley and some of these other guys. Even White, that they're up there. Robin Bass, they paved the way for Canadian pool. Chaperone, and there's a lot of guys. Cliff Thorburn, Kirk Stevens. There's tons, and these are the names we have to keep alive, especially for Canadian pool.
Todd Spence.
That's what I just mentioned earlier. I mentioned to Marcy. I was like, yeah, some people who forget one of the I thought was best bar box player in Canada and awesome player in the 9-foot was Klatt.
One-handed.
And that's what I said. I said one-handed behind the back through the leg. The guy would run racks on you in a bar box.
And he promoted the game. He got Q107 to put up money for that Q107 tournament years ago.
Yep,
It's $5,107 for first place.
that's right. And yeah, that's something people forgot too. That Klatt got money from Q107 to run a tournament, and it was $5,007.
It's on now.
With the Q107 tournament, when Claude Spence went and got all the sponsorship and stuff for that. Yeah, it's him. Yeah, we're sitting here having a pint for Robin. Yeah, he says, "What's up, buddy?"
I'd get on the radio and talk, but it's
He said he'd get on.
copyright infringement laws or something. They might shut this down.
Yeah, he said he'd come on the mic, but we got hit with copyright infringement, so we might get shut down. Yeah, I'll talk to you. No, I'll talk to you about it after, man. Yeah, it's all good, buddy. Hey, so Alex Pagaline took down 3 championships. No, he's out of the 10 ball, man. John Morra knocked him out. And then he went and he beat Tom. He has a high run, 134.
Almost did the clean sweep.
They almost had a clean sweep. I still think, if Tom would have got that second frame, he would have been up. He should have been up 4-1 because when he missed that pink, and then he would have been perfect on the blue for his game ball. I think that's when the Alex factor started coming in, and Tom just started to make a few little more mistakes, and it caught him. Alex won the 8 ball, 9 ball, and snooker. This is the finals for 10 ball, and he has the high run.
Look at the roll Johnny just got.
Yeah. But I think if Floyd was 100%, I think this might have been Floyd's tournament to win. And Floyd was playing with a sciatic nerve problem. And for those of you who saw the stream when I did Kirk Stevens and Floyd, he was in pain, excruciating pain, and this guy still made it to the Final Four. So, my hat's off to him, man. Evgeny Stalov. Now, that is one of the sickest players around. If this guy would just, and I don't blame him, I'd go to poker too because that's where the money is. But no one in North America will gamble with that guy. And anyone can say that Rod Babin said that. Because I've seen Evgeny go up to players at the US Open and give them crazy spots, and they refused. That's why he disappeared. That's why he went to poker. 1, he can make more money, and 2, no one's going to play him in pool. I'm glad you put that up there, Seb. Very good. Evgeny Stalov. That guy is crazy. He actually showed up at Derby City last year, played 9 ball for the first time in like 5 years. Evgeny Stalov. He drinks vodka in between matches. No, he doesn't do that. There's actually quite a bit on YouTube with him. It's a few U.S. Open matches, but supposedly he used to go to Hard Time Billiards in California, from what I heard, and he would eat guys' food. There's rumors that certain players won't gamble him for money. I haven't really seen much on Facebook in a while there, Chris. I've been sitting at shooters for 16 days straight. 12, 14 hours a day. But I will tomorrow. I'm gonna have to reply to all my messages and stuff like that, man. I think I got like 800 friend requests. You drew Dennis on live TV table if you won your first match. Dennis who? Dennis the Menace?
Who's he talking about?
Number one player in the world. Oh, Dennis Orcolio. In poker? Good luck with that.
Last guy won with 25,649 lives in
Alright, it's 5-2. Hey, shout out to Chris Clark. Out in the Philippines. Having a good time.
Rock and roll Ronnie Marcy was on it.
It's not him.
Oh, it isn't Rock.
No, it wasn't. I asked, just like no.
Because he was 60 years old yesterday. It just made sense. Rock and roll 60. Yeah, he's doing that CPE back in wacky ways.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Johnny's gonna have to, but like I said, I think just Johnny's burnt out. Like he's not even sitting in his chair. And for a pool player, if you're standing around, your legs are gonna get tired. If you're not shooting, you sit in your chair.
Oh, but new news from Stat. Oh, Columbus Riot.
Yeah, he's reading it there, bodyguard. Well, he can bank this. It's almost a free shot. You're up 5-2. You bank it, you have perfect shape on the 8. You can still cut this into the top right and still get shape on the 8. Well, it's just a player's preference here. What does he feel like doing? And he decides to play the cut. But he missed it, but he might get behind the 8. Nope. The 7 is frozen on the rail. Yeah, well, Johnny needs this rack, man. This will get him down 2. Well, he left himself a 50-yard shot, but he's still okay. Guys at this caliber are always going to make these shots.
Or else they're going to lose.
Yeah, or else you're going to lose because you will get in this position a lot. How many times over those last 16 days have you seen guys in these positions? John Morra jumps back up, 5-3. I'll be back in 1 second, everybody. Down 5. It's a good thing I got my agent here, Rob. Chris, you're fired.
It's just a draggable robin, isn't it? That's good. All right, can you guys hear me? My new gig, commentating. Jimmy White's watch out. What's the ghost doing in the Philippines? Have you talked to him, Chris? Tell him I said hello, and maybe in the next year or something. You haven't met him yet, eh? He's in love, eh? Oh, he got you a gig down there. That's good. Anyways, looks like dead on 3 in the side. Hook him behind the 5 ball here. Solid. Or he could carve it in and come across for the 4 in the side, which I imagine he's going to do. Who is that? Miss 8 ball with the boat and who's the lion cheating low down no good son of a gun? The goblin or the ghost or my buddy or me, the ghost? Well, he's alright, Jerry. He did a lot for pool in Canada, you know. Another guy that's forced to move out of the country. You know, but, you know, here we are. It's winding down. And, looks like Jason's going to just pop this in the side.